Are you purchasing a business but don't know how to analyze the numbers? So recently we had a customer come to us and looking at purchasing a business where the business broker gave them this fantastic brochure that had showed terrific profitability. But when we really started looking at the numbers, there was a number of things that the owner or the business broker was trying to add back that banks would not take into consideration. So say for example, the guy who was purchasing this business was looking at leaving his job to work in the business. So the reality is he was going to be taking a pay cut by going into the business. The other thing in this style of business, it was hire of services or hire of, furniture and things like that, where there was an expense, an ongoing expense and a continual expense for cost of goods or inventory, where the customer needed to buy this stuff and rent it out. Now, the reality is that it was a growing business. However, what was happening is that the business broker or the customer or the vendor was trying to discount that expense. They were saying, well, we're buying it for stock. But the reality is in this industry, that stock went out of fashion. That stock would get damaged. So you still need to make an allowance for that expense. The profitability that this business was generating, or what was saying was being generated, wasn't realistic because you needed to actually add that stuff back. But on the flip side of that is that when was that inventory or when was that stock purchased? So if it was purchased later in the financial year, it means that it wasn't being realized, or income or the hire of that inventory wasn't being realized, and it wasn't actually, weren't seeing a full reflection of how much income that business could potentially earn. So what I recommended to this customer was to go and see their accountant and really talk through the numbers, see exactly how much inventory you have, what sort of contracts does the business have, and then really look at it. Is it something that truly is worthwhile?